Thanksgiving Eve, and it's time for Weather for Weather Geeks, the Valley's most in-depth weather video. Welcome back, everyone. It's 21 News Chief Meteorologist Eric Wilhelm, and we're getting set for Thanksgiving, and the weather today was very November-ish after a nice day yesterday. We're going to have some nice days coming up, though. This cold shot and sea of clouds that we had today won't stick around for a whole lot longer. Let's start with a review of temperatures today. A real flat line today. We started at daybreak this morning with temperatures in the 32 to 33 range, and they stayed in the 32 to 33 range pretty much all day today. It was just one of those days. We get these kind of days as we get into the cold weather season. Sometimes our highest temperature is in the middle of the night. Sometimes temperatures don't move during the day. That sort of thing almost never happens in summer with the strong sun up there, but at this time of the year, it certainly can happen. We're on quite a streak here in our 2-degree guarantee. 14 in a row is what we've reeled off, including today. Now, when we do this, we don't count if the high was at midnight. You know, we forecast for what the daytime highest temperature will be, and 35 was the forecast today, 33 the daytime high temperature. Our 2017 accuracy at 74%. We keep reeling off these days, though. That number will keep ticking upwards. All right, it's one of the busiest travel days of the year, and let me back up my graphic here. Got ahead of myself. And locally at the airports, not seeing any significant delays. Now, a lot of the airports, of course, have been crowded all day today, and there's probably been some delays here and there, but the weather has really cooperated, not only locally, but nationally as well. When we look at the national view, all these major airports, Atlanta, Chicago, San Francisco, LA, none of them reporting any sort of significant delays this evening. So things seem to be running pretty smoothly, and the weather is certainly helping out matters. There's not much going on across the country this evening. Some wet weather in parts of northern California, the Pacific Northwest, a little bit of snow and flurries. In parts of the upper Midwest, a little bit of rain up in northern New England. That is about it. It's cold in many places, but not unusually cold. It's roughly from where we live on north and northwest. It's pretty close to freezing in a lot of spots. Southwest is baking in the interior of the Southwest, especially in California. Going to be middle and upper 90s common once again on Thanksgiving. Records are going to be challenged out there. All right, no records challenged here. It's going to be a partly sunny Thanksgiving. There's going to be a veil of high and mid-level clouds around, making for kind of a milky sky. No precipitation, though. It'll be a little bit warmer than today. We'll make it into the upper 30s. The sky clears tomorrow night. If you're doing some Black Friday shopping, things are looking pretty good on Friday. All right, I can't claim originality on this. I borrow this every year from someone I used to work with at AccuWeather. His name is Elliot Abrams. He's been there forever, since the early 70s. He's a senior vice president over there, and I was his main backup on the radio at AccuWeather on most of the major radio affiliates that AccuWeather served. And he is a real wordsmith and has a way with puns, and this is one of his Thanksgiving traditions, and so I've sort of borrowed it. The indoor forecast for Thanksgiving, a weight watch issued. Certainly hot and humid in the kitchen. At least on my plate, there'll be at least a couple of inches of turkey accumulation with lots of side dishes as well. But, you know, there's always high pressure by Friday to start eating some leftovers, some sandwiches to plow through the leftover turkey. And always a chance of scattered soup as we go deeper into the weekend. So, again, thanks to Elliot over at AccuWeather for letting me steal that every year. All right, again, Black Friday shopping Friday, Thursday night into Friday. Weather looking good. Cold outside in the parking lots, middle and upper 20s, but already by lunchtime on Friday, I think we're getting up into the mid-40s, heading for the upper 40s. By the end of the day, it looks like a sunny day. A little bit of a gusty breeze developing as well. All right, rest of the weekend. Again, Friday's fine, southerly wind, mild temperatures. A weak front slips in on Saturday. It is pretty weak. There could be a couple of rain showers Saturday morning. Saturday afternoon, I can't rule out maybe one more shower. It's going to be a cloudier day on Saturday, but not bad. We'll still make a run at 50 Saturday afternoon. On Sunday, there could be a couple of flurries in the morning. We're heading into a pretty quiet pattern, not only locally, but across a lot of the lower 48 states, with a distinct lack of major storm systems in the next 6 days and also in the 6 to 10 day outlook. As you can see, a lot of the country certainly below average precipitation is favored, and above average temperatures. Hardly any significant winter cold heading into the lower 48 in the medium range here, really wrapping up the month of November on a pretty benign note. Now, this doesn't look like a super warm pattern for us, but generally speaking, above average temperatures are going to be favored during the second half of next week and into the final couple of days of November. November 30th is next Thursday, I think. A week from tomorrow. Yeah, that's right. So December begins at the very end of next week. So end of November, beginning of December, not looking particularly cold. All right, I wish you and yours a happy Thanksgiving. I'll be off tomorrow and Friday. Weather for Weather Geeks will return on Monday. So hope you have a great holiday, a great weekend, and see you back here in a few days.